All right, so let's go ahead and start up the car here. But as soon as you do that, I notice here that I get this little icon on the dash, which is basically telling me here that the key fob is low on battery. So let's figure out how to pop this key fob open so we can switch the batteries and clear this warning. All right, so the first thing to do here is to take the key fob, flip it over to the back here, and if you haven't discovered it already, right, there's a mechanical key inside the fob, which is released by pushing this lever here with a fingernail kind of towards the edge of the key. So I'm just going to push this off to the side and then pull the top out, and here comes my mechanical key. That's perfect. Let's get rid of him to keep him off to the side here. And now what we want to do here is, if you look down on the top of the key, it might be hard to get this thing to focus on it, but there is a small little indent right here, which is about perfect here for jamming a small screwdriver. So I'm going to take a small screwdriver in here, and I'm going to put it into this little indent and just twist here to try to gently crack the two halves of the key together. And as I do this, I'm going to put the buttons face down. You'll see why in a second here. So let's just go ahead and just twist, and there it goes. See, it just, oops, sorry, you kind of didn't see that here. There, it just kind of popped. And now all I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go around the edge here, and I'm going to insert the screwdriver, not too deep though. You're going to see why in a second here. So I'm just going to insert it a little bit in and then just twist. There it goes. You can see it pop, twist, pop, twist, pop. And I'll just work my way around the entire key. Again, not inserting it super deep here. Okay, so I'll just twist, twist, twist here. And again, let's keep the buttons face down here. And now the two halves should just come apart. And there you go. And here's the low battery here. And let me show you real quick why we didn't insert very deeply. If you look here on the side of the key, you see there's this copper that goes all the way around the perimeter of the key here. So if you had jammed the screwdriver really, really far in, there's a potential that you could damage that here. So we don't want to do that. And again, I'm going to keep this face down here so all of these components don't just come tumbling out. So anyway, here we are. The key is taken apart. So now all we need to do here is just pop out the battery here. So I'll just get my little screwdriver and kind of gently work my battery out. And here we are. And we see that basically this is a CR2025 here is the battery. It's a nominally a 3 volt. So actually, just out of giggles here, let's just grab a multimeter here and go ahead and just test here. What's the actual voltage? And it comes down to, well, it's less than 2.97 here. So surprisingly, it thought that that was low here. But anyway, all we need to do here is grab ourselves a new battery here. So here's my package of new batteries here. So I'll just grab a new CR2025 here. And just to make sure that you're all on the same page, sometimes these batteries the new ones have a little sticker on the back to keep them from shorting here. So let's make sure we take this sticker off here because we want a good contact. And let's go ahead and just see what the voltage is on this new battery for information's sake here. Yeah, so either maybe my multimeter's off because you can see that this is reading here about 3.4 volts here. So a CR2025 has a nominal voltage of 3 volts. So all we got to do now is replace this the same way that we found it. But actually, you know, right now is actually a great point here to show that this key fob is actually completely dead. This is interesting. I'll put a shameless plug in for our other video of how to get into your car and start it up if it is completely dead here. So if you want to look at that, like in the situation where you have absolutely no battery, check out this other video. All right, so we're ready to replace the battery, so let's get the new battery here, and obviously make sure that you realize which end of the battery is the plus and which end is the minus here. So just looking at the key fob, you'll notice there's a little plus symbol down here, so we want the plus side facing down when I insert it into this holder, like such. There we go. And then it's just a matter of just placing the two halves together and snapping them back together. Should be back. Take your mechanical key, just go ahead and insert it, and voila, this should be done here. So let's go run over to the car and make sure that it registers that this is now a fully charged battery and we don't have that error any longer. All right, so we're back. So the key fob should be all reset here, and with a new battery, let's go make sure it still functions. Here, let's check the panic alarm just for giggles. Yep, that's working. Yeah, that works. Okay, so now let's go ahead and just unlock. And hopefully, I think that should have unlocked everything. Yep, there we go. There we are. Great. This is looking good so far. So now let's just hop in the car. And I'll just go ahead and put the key fob far away from the ignition here. And we see that, oh, look, orange light looks like it's talking. So again, promising. Put my foot on the brake here, and let's just go ahead and start it up. And there we are. I don't see any warning. So voila, there you have it. This looks great. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. This showed how to replace the battery on your Leaf key fob. Interestingly, if you want to see a video of how to start the car if your battery is completely dead, here's another shameless plug for one of our other videos. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to catch you at a future one sometime in the immediate future. Talk to you soon. Bye.